Hey everybody! The flights actually kind of sucked.
After that we arrived in Heathrow, we split up. Caitlin went to her orientation in London, I went to mine.
Regent Street would have been way more fun if it wasn't so crowded. There were some of the coolest stores there ever.
Oh my god.
I need to show you Topshop.
We were right next to Oxford Street, which is a really big shopping district.
Oxford Street was fun too. We walked around Oxford Street a little bit. Regent Street is where, like, actually Topshop is, like, the designer outlet store. That's where all their runway knockoffs go.
Yay!
And then there was another one that I think was called, like, The Sting or something like that. It was, like, on the corner near the National Gallery.
Cool.
That place, that was decently priced, too.
We were right next to a Primark, which is
I didn't get to Primark.
Priced. But
I wanted to go to Primark.
One of my flatmates has those pillows with the Union Jack on them, and she said that's where she got them. And I really need those for personal reasons.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to go to Primark when we go back to London. We have to visit Primark.
One of the guys from the House of Lords came and talked to us about British politics.
Lucky we didn't get anybody from the House of Lords.
He was funny and just fantastic, and I personally am really into politics, so I was very interested, even though it was at 9 at night and we'd all gone out the night before.
Oh.
I personally was really interested. I found it easy to focus, learning about politics and stuff. Yeah.
We didn't get any of the political talks. Ours was mostly about education, the education systems, how they work, how credits would transfer. And also a little bit about travel. We got quite a bit of info about, like, cool places around England to go.
Yep.
So, definite, and also Scotland, because Scotland's quite a bit closer than London, actually.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a 3-hour train ride from London, I know, because I was
took
on
the
one.
train from London. Caitlin's train had some issues. I didn't. I personally love the trains.
The train was great. I wish I was next to a window, because I was not next to a window. I was in the blank space, and I had to crane my neck to look out the windows.
I got a window seat by myself, because there were 5 of us, so I got the extra seat. I put my bag in the seat next to me. I really love trains in general.
But I don't remember exactly. I just know that Europe and England in general is in, like, the top 3 when it comes to their public transportation system.
We do have a couple tips about trains, though.
Yes, giant suitcases plus trains equals suck.
Get ready to use your muscles. I didn't have a problem. I was prepared for this because we did this when I went to France, too. We did trains, and you just have to be ready to push your suitcase out of the way.
Yep.
Push it down the walkway in the train, push it onto the train, off the train, through the station.
Yep.
You just gotta be ready to haul that sucker.
All over the place. Of course, I was also prepared for that, however my suitcase is almost as big as I am.
That's true.
I can fit in my own suitcase. So that was the biggest issue for me. It wasn't so much I was unprepared, it was just the sheer size of my suitcase compared to my body.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I would also recommend being a weak word for definitely do this. You need to be ready to get off your train before the train stops.
You should get your stuff ready, meaning your luggage off the racks, and be waiting reasonably close to the doors, a stop before yours.
Yeah.
At least.
I would say we started getting ready. We'd aimed originally to say 15 minutes, which ended up working out that it was right as we pulled away from the stop before ours that we were in the aisles, getting our suitcases out, getting to the doors.
Yep.
Because the trains only stop for a couple minutes unless they're changing staff, and they don't really care if you're trying to get off or not. They'll just keep going, and you'll be stuck a stop later.
They are run on an extremely tight schedule, meaning they will not stop for anybody.
And everyone's trying to get off, and everyone's also trying to get on at the stop. So you'll have people pushing past you to get on when you're still trying to get off. So you just need to be ready to go.
You need to be ready to do some pushing yourself, and using your suitcase as a weapon helps. I think I almost knocked somebody over with mine trying to get out.
Yeah, and you'll know when you get to a stop for more of like a university like Lancaster. There were a ton of people trying to get off with very large suitcases.
Yeah, I am the only international student on my flat. Everybody else is from England. I'm the only American. So I'm a bit of a novelty, I guess.
Me too.
Yeah, because you're now an honorary flatmate.
Yeah.
Like, everybody...
But I mean, even with my flat, like, there's this kid that came up to me the other night, and he was like, I love America. You know, I want to go to America so bad. I want to go to New York. And I'm like, I've never been to New York. Sorry. He's like, I want to go to America. I want to go to the Targets and the Walmarts. And I'm just like...
Someone actually brought up Walmart.
He didn't even say it like that. We were talking about America, and he goes, Target? And I was just like, wait, what? And he goes, Walmart? And I'm like, you know our store.
You didn't tell me about that.
And I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, classes haven't started.
Those start Monday.
They say that part of culture shock is loving it and then going through kind of like a withdrawal where you're like, I just want to be in America. We've had some rough patches.
Yeah.
A little bit, but they've been pretty brief.
Mainly, it was just the way they do registration is so wildly different.
It's so much more frustrating.
It
is.
Honestly. It is, because they have
you really
not...
can't plan ahead at all.
No, they have not computerized their, like, classes and records and times. So you actually have to get a list of classes, go to your departments and be like, I want to take these, and then, are they open? If they're not open, you have to make a switch right then and there, and they don't have the times, usually.
So you pick out your classes, and then you go into a different office, and they'll tell you the times, and you have to try and make everything fit around each other. Which is why I would suggest don't do more than 3 departments.
Otherwise, you're going to be screwed.
Because you're never going to do it.
I'm doing 2.
We both have 2. She has English and history, I have English, and then 1 French class. So it's not so hard to figure out.
Because I have to go register for history at 12:30. Oh, it's only 11:30.
We've been going for half an hour, though.
Who cares? This is, like, our first time in. This is our first, like, check-in, so I think it has license to be a little longer. Just because we have so much to cover.
True. They have freshers fairs, which is, like, activities that are coming up.
It's basically where everybody goes to sign up for all the clubs and societies. There are hundreds
and we're
on
each
campus.
Currently planning on doing a couple. We're both going to do Writers Guild, and then everything else, you're going to do dancing.
I'm going to do dance club, definitely.
I'm going to do art club and possibly archery.
I'm going to do dance club. Maybe I might do Spanish club just so that I can keep up on my Spanish, because if we backpack to Spain, I'm going to need to keep it, because I remember...
You'll have Spain. I'll have France. And then we'll both be just lost in Italy.
Unless, of course, we meet up with someone who is from Italy, or
if you're a third person from Lancaster and you speak Italian, we will bring you.
Yes, please come backpacking with us, because I'd at least like to maybe get one other person.
That would be awesome. We need to find some Italian people.
Just to have a group of 3, because my parents, they're like, yeah, you know, you and Christine backpacking, that's totally fine, but my mom's like, you'd be a little safer if you had a slightly bigger group.
I mean, too big of a group,
and
you start drawing attention to yourself, but too small of a group, and, like, the 2 of us, I think, would just have to be watching each other's back kind of a lot.
But, you know, if we can get maybe a 3rd or 4th person, my mom said that the best group to go in would be a group of 4.
Okay. So we need someone that speaks Italian, and then...
maybe another Spanish person, just to, like, kind of clear up the gas. We could get Alberto! He was so nice!
We met this guy from Spain! He'd be epic!
He was so nice! He's the nicest guy!
One of the things you'll notice if you do an international program is that everyone wants to be friends.
Yes, because nobody knows anybody. We're all outside of our home countries. We're all fish out of water, so to speak.
So, the people that like to talk will talk to you. We met this Spanish guy that just kept small talking, and he turned out to be really funny.
He was hilarious, and he was so nice to us.
Which I guess the moral of that story is keep talking.
Just talk to people. If you talk a lot, you'll make friends. Or at least you'll make a lot of acquaintances that will be very nice to you. Because we've made quite a few acquaintances.
I love everyone.
I know, I haven't met, like, a person I disliked so far.
Anyway.
It's been great. We're enjoying ourselves immensely. I hope you guys are too. And, yeah. Bye, guys. See you later.